Who is virtual bad paint? I don't put my paint on. I think I deleted most of my stuff. It ain't paint, it's sculpture. I think it's not sculpture, it's called scruple, or something like that, scruple. So this is what it is, like, you can't see it. When you drawing wood sweat. And I'm using acrylic paint that you get at the dollar store for $1, so it sweats. So I'm always going back in there and over it and doing it over. So why am I doing that? I'm doing it to use my float. I'm doing it to use my float. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it so y'all say, oh, he draw good. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me show you what to do. Let me show you what to do. You see this? It's molecule. Then, like, when you see my drawings, these is all the people they piled up together. But if it was just 3 people, this is how it would look. It would look like somebody's crying, and it look like this girl right here. But it'll look like this energy behind this girl is making this girl do things towards me. And this energy is alive, and this energy is here, and this energy get on my nerves, bro. And this energy is a woman too. She's on the spiritual side, and she's making this woman. I'm trying to holler at this girl, but she leaving this woman in tears. See? That's how all of it look, but it's a bunch of them. I don't know why I put it on the when it got packed like that. I should have left it alone. I shouldn't have never put it online no more. But I do that for spiritual reasons, because it utilized my float, because I don't have a lover and I don't want to climb all the time. So if you don't want to climb, you could just scruple. Scruple is a way to climb. What happened is, guy gonna come and let's say you drawing. I wish I had one that's more packed. Let's say you drawing and you say, I'm trying to holler at this girl, guy. I'm trying to holler at this girl, guy. I'm trying to get this girl, and she won't holler at me. She won't holler at me. And guy say, I see why. Because such and such behind her. Such and such is controlling her. Same thing with my parents and siblings. No, them ain't your parents. That's such and such. It's scrupling. It ain't drawing. Who is on virtual drawing? I don't do no virtual. I think I got like 3 or 4 drawings of my stuff online, I think. I ain't putting no drawing out no more when it got packed. Because all these people, when I started dealing with social media and I spreading my energy, I see y'all energy inside of me. And I draw it and I get it out of me. And God, he'd be like, oh, let's see what God. Last time I talked to God about, he said, God might say, he draw Dylan. He draw Dylan. Let's go look at Dylan. I don't even know who that is. Let's go look at Dylan. He draw Dylan. Let's go see what Dylan doing. Because the way my mind is, there's so much in my mind. That's how I let it out. Y'all got, what virtual? Y'all in my room, in my private space? When I draw? I ain't been in my room in years. Let me tell you something. I use acrylic paint. As you can see, I draw better on paper. I use acrylic paint. And the walls sweat. Everybody know wood sweat. That ain't nothing to judge. I shouldn't have put it online, really. There's nothing to even talk about. It's because it sweats. If you go back to when I first did it, you'll have to go out high in the building before it started sweating, and I had some decent paint. And I actually used my money to buy the paint, and it would look good. I mean, it still look good now. Honestly, y'all can't see what I can see. If I could finish it, and I had good stuff, it'd be great. But if I keep using that acrylic paint, it might not turn out so great. But anyway, I got on here to say this about that suit again. Talking about that suit, the tension. So how is the tension? The tension goes away. I keep saying drain, but I give furniture. I heal. So let's say somebody come to me and they broken. Well, I'm going to 9 times out of 10 heal that person. So I'm going to lose furniture. The furniture going to go from me to them and them, and it's going to heal them. That's part of my tension because I'm losing furniture. Most people gain, some people gain when they dealing with sex. Some people lose when they dealing with sex. And in my case, in a high priestess or high priestess, a high priestess and a high priest, they give. So it would make sense for them to give to each other. When they give to each other, they evolve one another. They give spiritual gifts to each other. Facts. Scientific fact, actually, it's facts, period. You just got to get a high priest, and you'll see. They 9 times out of 10, a real high priest and high priestess give. So let's say I was giving all to spiritually to my flame, and she somehow can temporarily benefit the root chakra of the males. That's what was going on. The same thing with Bushy Brow, because she would have been a flame as well. It's different with the twins, though. It's different with the twins. So, what happened? Like, okay, well, the suit gonna tell me, okay, it's time for you to release that part of the test. Well, then I'm gonna be able to retain my furniture. I'm gonna be able to keep my furniture. As my furniture evolves, and this is when faith kick in. Faith come into the gate. Faith come through the gate. When faith comes through the gate, your furniture, you can feel the weight. You don't see nothing, you just feel the weight of your root chakra starting to fill up. That's furniture. Your furniture is going back in to your root chakra. So as your furniture, as you consistently let it heal and never drain again, that's why I be saying drain. I ain't talking about no disease. I'm talking about, releasing your furniture. When you release that furniture, you retain that furniture instead, my tension, my suit gonna go back to normal. Not only is it gonna go back to normal, I lend to people. So I'm gonna have to charge you interest, basically. That's how that goes. I just wanna know, who is this virtual person? So when it's time for me to start this family here, everything will be back to normal. If God still see that to be something that's gonna be done. But till then, I gotta become the man He want me to be. And this test, this experiment, which they thought there was an experiment on me, but we actually was investigating them. And we, like I said, we were studying the tension, rolling and tucking and all that, and the knots. And so you looking at the virtual. If you talking about me with my virtual art, I'm gonna tell you what my art is. My art is my music that you can't argue about. My art is my dances that you can't argue about. Y'all done sat there and made movies and stole stuff and got rich off of it. I know you have. I can go find the songs. And my art is my lectures. My art is my ability to pull wisdom. Well, I don't want to claim wisdom, but my art is my ability to tell these lectures and elevate people and show you the depths of sin, show you the depths of the Bible instead of just reading it, showing you how you can actually apply the Bible to yourself the right way and how it's going to actually benefit you. And just like you could go out there and you could do something for the devil and the devil bless you, I can show you how you could do something for God and God going to bless you just as fast. The problem is too many of us saying just pray about it and let God deal with it, but you don't get it though. See, I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's my art ability. So this scruple stuff is this scruple stuff is powerful. It really ain't nothing to display. Matter of fact, let me show you how it works. If you celibate, watch this now. If you done figured out, some of y'all haircut can hear you. If you done figured out that you can utilize sex rituals, the same thing, the low vibrational people too. You utilize sex rituals to do what? Elevate, okay? Same for the regular people. You realize that lovers help you elevate. Okay, I want this float, so I know I heard y'all say that. I want this float so I can have a jet. You ain't, I want this float. You don't even want the girl, you just want the float because you think she is the jet. That ain't how it works. The two all that come together create the jet, within itself. So you might not be worth a penny, she might be worth gold. Don't work that way. So with that being said, so watch this. Let me show you this trick of power that I just learned from John. That's how I had to transmute my energy from that test to that the scrumpling. So you don't gotta be no artist. It ain't got nothing to do with being an artist. Tragic art man, woman, or whoever you are out there, keep running your mouth. One thing about it, you ain't stealing the artwork, you stealing the real stuff, you stealing the ideas, you stealing the creativity, you stealing the Bible, you stealing everything else, and you giving it to somebody else like it's a joke. Even one of my siblings said, oh, and let me be your manager. Who you gonna be a manager for when you try to destroy me? You destroyed your own brother. Don't nobody want you to be no manager. I hear everything, bro. God ain't left me. I ain't never known my father to abandon me. I got all I got. How would I know this stuff? Now you hear me and you hear me well. This is just the beginning. It's just getting started. And we're a long way from over. When I say I want to stop, want this to stop, and this is about over, I'm talking about something. This is a whole experiment. I'm talking about a test within the experiment. It's time to move forward. Ain't nobody playing with y'all out there. I'm just getting started. Ain't nobody playing with y'all out there, bro. So let me show you this again now. So we look at this. You look at this. I'm drawing molecules coming together. And it go further than this. All right, let's say, picture this as I ain't got, just say this is me. Let's say this is me over here. I ain't got no hair. Now I got hair. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, my drawing tell me that, like, it's just tell me stuff like that. Now watch this trick I'm finna show you. Now let's say you used to doing, you know, having a partner to float. And you done got used to the floats. You know the floats is real. You know you are moving up with the floats. And you understand the climbing part. You know the climbing part is real. And you see the difference in the floats and the climbing part. Watch this. Start scrumpling. And you're going to realize that you are almost floating, if not doing better than the float, by scrumpling, depending on how much you do it a day. And that's why mine looks so congested, because I've been in here for almost 8 years, 9 years, drawing in the same place. It's got a reason to look like it's looking, not just the cheap paint. So I don't know who y'all talking about. I don't know who y'all talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Now go test this. You gonna say, it don't matter, especially if you can't draw. Take it on a piece of paper. You ain't gotta do it on no wall. Just draw. Anything. Let me show you. I do it like this. Let me show you how I draw. You know what y'all talking about, bro. Get me in my emotions. That's what you do. You get me in my emotions. Let me show y'all. This is what I do when I draw. This is how I draw. I get kids to come in here and do this right here. This is what I do. I do this all over the place. That's it. I start my drawing off just like that. And then it'll wind up looking like this. If I even finish. So I can see faces within faces. It'll wind up just looking like this. Now you see, it's a face within a face. It's just scrumpling. It ain't drawing. Face here, face there, face here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't scrumpling. It's just drawing. And that's the way I like to draw. Like just playing as a kid. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. You see the difference? You see the difference? It's just what I like to do is scrumpling. And then I got a lot more of them. I got them all over the place. They just help me with stress. It's a I transmuted my stress today. It ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. You know, artists that really know art would appreciate it because they get it. Y'all don't get it though. You don't get it. I can do the same thing on a computer and I can bring this out on a computer, and you'll see it detailed. But I done did it before. I did it on I High in the Building. Now put my own drawing up on I High in the Building and turn something immaculate out of it. Plenty of time. I guess y'all call it now because somebody took the site and called it a no shame. I done did that plenty of times. But like I said, it's like, that's the way I do it. So it look messy to you. It's like, what the other one at? I just look at it and I find faces in it. And I just draw it. But anyway, I shouldn't have had to explain that. I really didn't have to, but I just wanted to do it. I'm bored anyway. But but anyway, oh yeah, the suit. That's what it is, the suit. So it's like it goes back to normal when I stop giving, because it gives. I gotta have the opposite give me back. We're gonna give to each other. That's how that works. We give to each other.